Pokemon Colosseum. Released on the GameCube November 21st, 2003 in Japan, and March 22nd, 2004 in North America. It is a game that a lot of fans don't know about, but those who do typically love it. Pokemon Colosseum was the very first 3D open-world Pokemon game, reusing a lot of the character models from the first two Pokemon Stadium games. The game was the first Pokemon game I have ever owned, and it made me fall in love with the Pokemon universe. Pokemon Colosseum does things a lot differently than every other Pokemon game, and that's probably why I adore this game so much. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I love this game and why it is one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time, and why you should try it out for yourself. The game starts by showing an enemy hideout, which then blows up and enters in Wes, a trainer in a blue coat with some cool sunglasses and a wicked grin on his face. He grabs this robotic arm sleeve and runs out of the hideout, chased by the grunts, and jumps on a bike. Followed behind him, an Umbreon and Espeon, which jump in the sidecar, and he drives off. As the enemies run outside, he activates a second bomb, causing destruction of the enemy's hideout as he drives away, grinning. Wes stops at a small gas station, bar, restaurant type deal. As he's walking in, two shady looking characters are walking out, with a moving sack in the back of their vehicle. Shortly after, in the next town, after battling one of the thugs, it is revealed that there was a frickin' girl in that burlap sack. The reason this girl was kidnapped was because she can see shadow Pokemon, which are basically just Pokemon with their hearts shut off, that are pretty powerful but very dangerous as they ignore orders sometimes and even on occasion attack trainers. Anyways, with her as your new friend to help detect shadow Pokemon, your mission is to try to steal every shadow Pokemon back from their trainers and stop the enemy teams. This game is actually quite dark compared to traditional Pokemon games. Bombs exploding, violence, kidnapping, and you play as a former bad guy, which is a much drastic change from playing as a kid who lives next door to a professor like every other Pokemon game. The mood is darker and the difficulty is much higher. The game is comprised entirely of double battles, and the bosses you face have literal teams. For example, you have Dakim, the boss in Mount Battle, who uses an Earthquake Levitate team to where his Pokemon don't get hurt when he uses Earthquake. The game is regarded as one of the most difficult Pokemon games of all time, and it doesn't help that the only Pokemon you can catch are shadow Pokemon that sometimes don't respond, go into hyper mode, and they don't level up while they are in their shadow state. There are no wild Pokemon in this game. The only Pokemon you can use are shadow Pokemon that are mostly comprised of low tier Gen 2 Mons. Like, why the hell do I want a Sneasel in the late game? Get that little bastard out of my face. The game has the worst catch rates of any Pokemon game, and if you missed a chance to catch a shadow Pokemon the first time, you won't get a chance until much later in the game. Also, it doesn't help that the only attacking moves shadow Pokemon know inflict damage on the shadow Pokemon, so if you drop a shadow Pokemon to 1 HP, they are liable to just kill themselves with their next attack. This game doesn't pull any punches. If you haven't caught any Pokemon all game, and you're stuck on a fight, oh well, looks like you're gonna have to try to power level poor Umbreon and Espeon. The game's difficulty and darker tone makes for some exciting battles and storylines. Moving on, I absolutely love the soundtrack for this game. I, and a lot of other PokeTubers, use a lot of Pokemon Colosseum and its follow-up game Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness OSTs a lot in my videos. Almost every song is gold and fits the mood and vibe of whatever is going on in the story. My personal favorite is Mirror B's theme. Mirror B is not only one of my favorite characters in this game, but he has a banging song that fits his character to a T. In fact, one of the most iconic parts of the entire game is your first battle with Mirror B, as he dances along to this song in a dark cave with his coveted Ludicolo. Instead of gyms in this game, you have Colosseums. The Colosseums are tournament style, and you have to win 4 battles in a row in order to win these Colosseums. These Colosseums are pretty large, and they have crowds of people in the stands cheering you on as you take down the enemy's Pokemon. There are no switching out Pokemon in the Colosseum. Whatever Pokemon you bring in there, those are the Pokemon you have to beat the whole Colosseum with. The Colosseums don't have a friendly gym leader-like feel to them. They feel like a Pokemon-style gladiatorial battle where people seem like they're betting on the battle. It feels gritty and rough, much like the rest of the game. Speaking of gritty and rough, the locations in this game all have pretty vastly different vibes. There are quite a few locations in the region, each with their own vibe. You have Phoenix City, a gorgeous ocean town, a gate village, which is like a lush village in a beautiful nature-filled forest. And then you have locations like Pyrite Town, which is the Pokemon equivalent of the Hood, and the Under, which is the Pokemon equivalent of the Hood times 2. The game's locations all have a unique personality to them, and they all have a banging soundtrack to match their energy. If you're a Pokemon fan over the age of 14, I highly encourage you to check out Pokemon Colosseum. The game will probably kick your ass, and you'll be surprised at how edgy this game is, but I can almost guarantee that you're gonna have a great time. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing if you're new, and ringing the bell, because you definitely don't want to miss a video. I upload every single week, and I've been doing more and more of these CREAMVIEW videos where I kinda just go in a tangent about video games that I love. Anyways guys, I hope to see you beautiful people next time.